All right, we're here with Angelo from Founder Cigar Company. Angelo, what's going on?
Well, we are very excited to be here in New Orleans, PCA 2025. A little bit different feel for the show this year. I was talking to a couple of the brands this morning, and it seems like, I'll call it a lot less tourist. There's a lot more business here this year, so you don't see the roaming bands of 12 guys from the shop just looking for handouts. So it's been a really productive show for us so far. We usually anticipate a slower day one, busy day 2 and 3. I didn't stop talking until 3:30 yesterday, so just an awesome show for us so far. Just to give you guys a reminder of our cigars here. So in order of strength, we've got our Candela, which is a Ravenelli favorite. We have our Connecticut, Ecuadorian Connecticut. Our dual wrap here utilizes our Connecticut and Mexican San Andreas Maduro, and we have our Habano and our Maduro. So we have blended everything with the Casa Cuevas factory, so Tabacalera Las Lavas. Those guys have been so impressive to work with. Not only just they're good people, but so good to work with on the process and so educational. For us this year, it seems like it has been one of those years. I mean, we've been talking to your audience and you guys for a couple years now, and it seems like this year we are getting a lot more recognition. So the brands, it's awesome. My favorite part about this show is seeing all the brands that we've gotten to know over the last 5 years, and then especially seeing a lot of the shops. I always love it. I had a gal walk up to the booth yesterday, and her badge was backwards. I didn't know who we were, but I recognized her voice. I was like, "I know you." She's like, "I'm from this shop." I was like, I gave her a big hug. So just being able to put a lot of the faces to the names, because I do a lot of phone calls, and you don't see people on phone calls. So these shows are great just for that community style. And I mean, we want to be known as the community cigar, built for community. So this show for us is community building on all aspects, with the retailers, with the shops, with the consumers, with the media. So very happy to be here, and looking forward to all the next years to come.
Yeah. So you also have your gift box, your customized gift boxes available as well for events.
I'm glad you brought that up. So we actually launched 2 programs, a custom luxury fundraising program and a luxury gifting program. So if you have a charity or if you have something you want to raise awareness for, we can host cigars for you and be completely tobacco and tax compliant, as well as have your cigars stored in the humidor. We got some really cool options for customization, so definitely reach out if you or someone you know has charity or just gifting. If you want to give cool custom cigar boxes, it's one of the coolest gifts you can give out. So yes, I'm so glad you brought that up, because that is something that we're really pushing this year for just everyone, corporate, charity, shops, and it's been very popular.
So you've got your 5 core line. Have you guys been working on anything new to add to it, or a new line at all? Or?
Yeah, it's our 5-year anniversary in October, so we are starting to put together something for that. Just thinking about different ideas and just something fun for our 5-year, because it's also the 250th birthday of America, so trying to pull in something with there. We were talking at dinner last night, and I said, hey, pick your top 3 cigars that we would blend next, and Josh and I went through, and our top 2 were the next. Like, we had the same exact top 2, so I think we're starting to lean that way. But I mean, whenever people ask, like, hey, what's new? I was like, I'm new to the industry, I'm new to the show. There's so many people here that don't even know we exist, so we're just trying to get our name out there consistently every single day, and just take the time to build that recognition.
I loved when you made the changeover to the Cuevas factory.
Yeah.
Out there, the consistency, the way that Louis kind of added his little tweak into the reblend on everything was amazing.
Yeah. Their influence cannot be understated in that entire process. I mean, working with their master blender, working with the family. Louis Sr., Louis's dad is just one of the most incredible. Sitting down at dinner, you basically sit in a room for 12 hours, you pass out, take a nap for an hour, then you do dinner for a couple hours, and just those dinners with that family, I just can't explain how beneficial those were, just being with them.
Oh, yes, exactly. And for the people who are also watching, the names of the cigars are all after
historical U.S. figures
out there.
Yep, so we've got the Hamilton, we've got the Franklin, we've got our signature, which is George Washington, our Douglas Habano, and our Roosevelt Maduro. So they're not all presidents, they're not all founding fathers, but definitely
important historical figures out there. So with the 5-year anniversary, are you going to maybe add in a military connection to an important military figure in history?
It's not going to be let's just put it this way: it's going to be a new spin on something. So yeah.
All right. I just, that's just the one thing. Every time I see you guys out, I'm like, hey, I always think of names as they're coming up.
There's like, so many. There's such a good, rich history. Yeah. We've done everything from. Do we want to look at something from the Civil Rights? Do we want to look at something from Western, like when we settled the West? Do we want to look at something from the Industrial Revolution? I mean, there are so many key eras in America's history to pull from.
Yes.
So it's just there's a lot of fun, and it's just there's a lot of people to pull from for that.
Excellent, man. Angelo, thank you so much for your time, bro.
Got it.